Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. It is really lovely to have you here, and I do mean that. It is a beautiful sunny afternoon out in Lincolnshire in the UK, and I have lots of strips. Do you have lots of strips that you've cut off the edge of pages when you're making journals? And this is just a handful. I've probably got, I would think, two more handfuls like that. Not too bad when you hold them together, but when you start going through them, there's a lot of papers there. Yeah, so if you've got strips, and like me, you need some page edge decorations. Don't we always need page edge decorations if you're making journals or any kind of books? Yeah, let's use some of these strips up. So I'm going to mass make some of them this afternoon. Don't know why I still think it's morning. It's not. I've got three here that I've been sat playing while my last video was uploading. Right, let me press play because I hadn't. Play start on my timer. I mean, yeah. Do you need to be a little bit nearer? Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, you probably saw all the stuff around on my desk, which I know some of you like to see. But so I've got three made here. So the thing about page edge decorations is you need to think about the size of your page, because I've got a lot of really long pieces like this. I wonder if I've brought you in too much now, but we'll stick with it so you can see a bit of detail. Yeah, so that's 23 centimetres, which I think, no, I don't know. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. But I know it's too big for most of my journals. My journals that I do an A4 page. Now let's measure an A4 page if we can. Can we find one? There must be one around here somewhere. Bear with me. Oh, yes, there we go. That's pretty. Of course, letter size is different again if you're in a country that's not. Are these metric? I think these might be metric sizes rather than imperial. I don't know. Anyway, so these are UK and maybe European. So it's nearly 29. This is A4, remember, by 21. You know, so if I use a full page of a journal, you know, of that for a journal, and sometimes I have to trim if I've got the white, but if I use that, the most I could have that a page edge would be, yeah, probably 20 and a half. Now I tend not to make anything deeper than 19, pocket wise or anything, when I'm measuring properly, so that I know they'll fit on a full size journal. But obviously I'm starting to make smaller journals now as well, so you know, we don't necessarily want all big ones, so some small ones. What I'm saying is if you're using your strips, just think about what page they're going down on. So yeah, these three here, I've just got a real simple formula to mass make some of them, which is what I want. They don't have to be finished in one go. You can just get a load ready, mass made, and then, you know, put your final decorations on it. That may want something else on it, but it kind of depends. You know, if it's going in a flower fairy journal, it might be nice with a flower fairy or one of the birds from the flower fairies. If it's going in a botanical, it might have a nice flower or some greenery. You might want a bird on it, you know, so you can get them as far as that and then not finish them, or you can completely finish them if you can't help yourself, like me. I have to have a little bit of bling going, so I've just got a bit of sequins. I don't use sequins very often, but I just thought that that butterfly would like a couple. Yeah, a couple of words in a sticker. And then this one is for one of the more smaller, grungier journals that I've been doing recently. It's just got a bit of, what's that called? Gauze. And a digital Fussy cut and a piece of bling in the form of rickrack. Yeah, so they're kind of how I want them ready in my stash, but lots and lots of different ones. And the formula that I've used for those, it's simply two strips. I've only got one strip on that one, look, but it is Tim Holtz paper. So two strips of your strips, one on top of the other, and then just put a few bits on top of it. So, and I was mass making, sort of, in as much as I've put the two strips together. So I'm going to go through these and do a few more, but these are the ones I've already got going, look. So a couple of blues there. And it really doesn't matter, you know, whether they're ripped, whether they're square. This one's got this lovely edge on it, and then I've got a flat piece. Go either way. I've got a piece of Edith Holden text there on some, that's Tatty Treasure and Nanine collage type. Same two people, their papers, and the same two people again, their papers. Oh, that one's got 3, look, so I went mad and put 2 pieces on top of the back piece on that one. It's really up to you. That one's just, it hasn't got a piece going the full length, it's just got a piece of William Morris on some Edith Holden. This one's just got a piece of lace on it. I haven't even put another piece of paper on that, just a strip of lace. I mean, that's not how it will finish, and I will possibly put more paper on it and then some bits and pieces. Yeah, a piece of lace and a piece of paper, piece of fabric. Yeah, so you get the idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 10 bases there, and 3 here. So we'll say a dozen. I did a dozen just in about 15 minutes, and that was ripping and inking as well. Right, so let's make a few more bases, and then we will embellish a few, shall we? So let's just get some different pieces out. Let's pull. I've got a piece of, that's blank, so that's so many to choose from. So a piece of that then, and I've got a piece of that. Okay, let's go with these first and see what we can do. So this is quite a wide one, and again, I don't want it that big. I am keeping all the little bits that I'm tearing off them for collaging with. And yeah, this is just a lovely, one of those lovely sit down and I guess use your scraps. I guess it's kind of a scrappy video, this, isn't it? But yeah, make something that you can grab from when you're in the throes of creating, you know, something already made, and you don't have to keep stopping and making the right thing. So I wanted some for, or I want some for the Big 3 signature journal. It's got some very big plain pages in it, and let's glue it while we go. Yeah, a lot of decorating to be done. So although I want to leave a fair bit for whoever owns it, I want it to, you know, inspire them. It's no use just giving, well, I mean, you could, some people do buy just a completely plain journal, but I'd like it to have some of my my decoration in it to inspire whoever buys it to go on and which side? This is often the problem. Which side to use? Make a smallish one, I think. And I'm going to use my ruler to get that a tiny bit thinner. Oh, I've moved my bin. What have I done with my bins? Yep, it's back to the right. That's because I've emptied it. I took it down and emptied it, and now it's back on the side it should be on, but I've just got used to it being on the left. So that could be fun. Yeah, it was overflowing. I left my door open a little bit, and which I don't usually do. But yeah, when Neil got up this morning, I was still in bed, and I heard him say, "What is going on in your room?" And I suddenly thought, yes, the bin is on the left side, so you can see it through the door, and the rubbish was making its way out of it all over the floor. I think probably when I wafted the door, it wafted some out. It's not that I've been throwing it on the floor and not on the bin. So yeah, you can do this kind of mindlessly. Just keep putting them together. You don't even have to think about it. I sometimes overthink what I'm doing, so let's try not to. Let's just stick some pieces down. What did I just get ready? Might have used all the fat ones now, have I? Should do another Edith one. They're always yeah, it hides a bit of it, but it's not too high, that, is it? You know, I don't want to not use it, so we'll ignore the bit that some of it's hidden. Yeah, put it down. So yeah, actually the rest of the room, well, I was going to say don't look too bad, but actually it does. So look round, it's very messy, because I had it quite tidy the other day. For once, but yeah, but it's not a big messy, as in it's just a matter of putting stuff away that I've been using, then we'll be tidy. which hopefully I'll do tomorrow, not today. Oh yeah, I think I'll do it tomorrow. Neil's going fishing. He was going into work to a meeting on his day off, but he's just told me his meeting's been cancelled, and so he's going fishing. So yeah, I'll still have the day to myself to get some crafting done and what have you. I think I'm going to tear that one, but yeah, he won't be gone real early like he normally is, and he won't be home real late like he normally is, so I'm hoping this afternoon, well this evening, tea time-ish, to get out into the greenhouse and do some splodging and some painting. It's a bit too hot at the minute, and I needed to get this film done anyway, but at the moment, at this time of the year, the sun goes off it quite early as well, so, and it can be quite cool. It's beautiful during the day, but it's still getting coolish at night. It's a bit of a keen wind we have had for a few days, and yeah, it's all right in the sunshine, but when you get in the shadows, that wind is pretty cool. I've gone a bit down there because I realised I didn't check how tall that was. It was looking a bit tall. Yeah, we're all right. We're at 17. That little bit can go in the bin. Well, I get lots of exercise going left and then right. The other day I was going right then left looking for my bin. This is a nice piece. I've had this in the scraps a long time. If you've watched me for a long time, you'll remember me putting lots of little stickers on these. It was the last time I used lots of edges up. What shall we put it on, or shall we? What about a piece of this? Oh, the trees are going the other way. No, I might want a big piece on that. It's an offcut from the bluebell woods, and it's too big, isn't it? Let's take that tree off there because we might be able to use that. And I'd make a belly band though if I do it that way, wouldn't it? So let's have both ends ripped. That's it. Or a page bottom decoration as opposed to a page edge decoration. Yeah, I've not thought of doing one that way actually. Let's do one that way. What shall we put on it? Find something. They're a bit boring. I used all my best bits up now of what I've brought out. The thing is, I want to use everything. I don't want to just use the best bits and then put the boring ones back and back and back. Oh, excuse my grumble. Did you hear that? Rumble tum. We have just eaten and had some melon actually, and yeah, that's nice. A big mug of tea, so yeah, it's probably is quite a concoction in my stomach. So no wonder it's making noises, but that was a very loud one. If you didn't hear it, phew. Nothing happened. Yeah, I think that might want a bit of lace, so I'll leave it a minute. Should have a bit of blue on that because it's got the green behind, hasn't it? And that will be a good contrast, as it were. Oh, I went to the proper side straight away then. Okay, and then I'm going to do a couple with lace. Oh, look at that on the back. Oh. Both from the bluebell wood kit that I've just finished one. I'm going right in the middle. I've gone in the middle with them all, haven't I? I'm loving this green lace. Let's find something to put a piece of this on it. Yeah, somebody commented, I can't remember who it was now. I'm so behind on my comments. I keep catching up and then I'm behind again, but please don't stop commenting. I do read them all, and I do love knowing what you're thinking and what you're up to, and I do love knowing what your weather's doing. It's just sometimes it takes me longer. Obviously there's a lot more people now, which is good. So yeah, there's more comments to answer as well. We've suddenly started moving again. It goes really quiet and then I get an influx all at once. So we're heading towards the 2k. I think we're about 30 off, something like that now. You know, that could happen in a few weeks. It could take months. That's lovely, isn't it? Right, I want a nice broad piece. Have I got one? I did have, I don't know if I've used them all up. I don't want to cut a piece of scrap up just for the sake of. Yeah, I think I've used all the bigger pieces. Let me just check that I haven't got any hidden over here, because I did get loads out. I mean, my desk is absolutely crazy. Now the only other thing I could do is, quite like it on there, is cut it down again, I guess. I'm just going to ink that white edge because I want it thick, and yeah, I don't want to make it thin by losing it. That's it. Because I'm thinking I might put something on top of the lace. Yeah. Trim it down. Right, let's see if I can do it straight. Not much hope really, but you never know. Not too bad, although we're not there yet. Right, so I've put a straight edge on that straight edge like that. Yeah, let's have some Fabri-Tac. I like that with that little blue. Oh, that's a brand new one. Look, it hasn't been opened, thank goodness. We can't be doing with that. There's still a fair bit in here yet. Although I haven't done any journal covers much recently, and I am about to do a few more of those. So that will probably use it up. Okay. Have I turned that round? I don't know. Might have done, but it's down now, so it's staying. And yeah, I was wondering about a piece of music somewhere, didn't I? A bit of music paper. Oh, did I put all those over there? I don't know. Oh, that's nice on that side. It's not got much music on it though. No, I like the musicy side. Yeah, I'm nibbling. Oh, well, what happened there? Let's have a look. Don't know. Let's see what the ink does to the edge. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, let's give it an interesting edge, because I was thinking of putting this over on this edge too, like that. I probably should fabric. No, this will do. It will attach to fabric, and it's going to be a little while before I get to this one, so I was going to say I should Fabri-Tac it. There we go. So I've been for my blood test this morning, and I am not far off where it should be. Hooray! It's been a long time since it's been there. So yes, result. So I can now go 2 weeks before I have another blood test, rather than every week like I've been doing. Is that one done? No. So I've got quite a few done there, haven't we? Plus the ones I already had done. So let's just make this sort of across page one. I'm wondering if to make that a bit smaller. It's a shame because it's beautiful colours. And I'm thinking about a bit of lace behind this. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you're pretty on the back. Right, be good, Denise, and let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I think some white lace would be nice behind that. Not any thick, not quite thin. Oh, you're a bit too white. No, I mean I've got stacks of lace. I just haven't got it all. I think you're going to be too thick for what I want. Yeah, it just hides everything. Well, this is very white, but it's about the thickness that I was. In fact, it's a little bit thicker than what I was after. So let us do the same again, and oops, trim round the pattern, take the edging off. Yep, that's better. And then on a piece of scrap, got my glue pages here, look. Just do this with my dobber. Actually, that might spoil that dobber, might it? I've got, let's use these. I've got a few of these in a pot here, and you never get all the all the colour off them, do you? It's not bright white now, is it? Far from it. It's pink, green and brown. Okay. Oh, one of them hit the floor. Yep, that's better. And it's a little bit too big. So shall we have this across the bottom like that? Or coming down from the top? No, across the bottom. But we'll have the lace that way. That's it. Okay, I've sorted. I know what I want. Get back, all you tsunami of fabrics and lace and goodness knows what. That's it. Ooh. Of course, if you have chunky journals, you can put all sorts on these. Buttons would be lovely. You know, fat flowers, chunky flowers, bows, things like that. I'm going to do some more chunky journals, but at the minute I'm going to make these for the slimmer ones because that's what I'm after. Okay, so I've got all those. So they're not quite dry yet, so we'll move those to the side and use the ones that I had. Let's get some of these. Let's just lay 3 out. Now my favourite go-tos are a label, and I've got some here, look. Label, butterfly, a floral or a botanical fussy cut, but I don't think I've got any out with me. Did I say butterflies? Yep, I've got some little birdies somewhere. Yep, here, oh, there's all my other labels, my little miniature birdies. I think I better take you out a little bit so you can see when I wander off, because I do wander off. Okay, so all sorts of things. So that one that way. I like that bit sticking out the top of there, and I like this fancy. Yeah, I like this fancy edge. So let's have a look at what we've got on the desk to start with. Always a good place. Oops. Always a good place to start. I've got some words as well. Labels and words. Bits of fabric. Oh, here are all my offcuts. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? The back of that's pretty as well. You know, you could just build it up with more scraps. Don't dislike that on there. I've already used a roses one, haven't I? No, this is what I was thinking. On that Edith one, yep. Come here. I'm literally just picking things up and putting them down, and as far as I'm concerned, they're doing fine. Okay, what have we got? What have we got butterfly wise? Tiger stripe. Oh, big one. He's quite nice on there. And this is a vellamy one. That needs a bit of something behind it. I'm wondering if to go with a bit of this again. Is there a tiny piece I cut off somewhere? I thought there was. No. Was it the white one? Let's try and use something that's cut up. Oh, we've got doily. Oh, the doily's quite nice round it, isn't it? Oh, is it still? And I'm going to have to move that further over because I just can't move for it, and we're getting quite a mountain going up there now. Like that. I know I'm making it a bit full on, but I do quite like that actually. This is the one I'm not sure about. I don't think I want a butterfly. A bird might be nice, might it? Where are my little birdies? On the Edith. Oh, and do you know what else might be nice on there? I wonder if I've still got it here at the side of me. I have. There's a few bits on top of it, but bear with. Yeah, I don't know who I was trying to kid when I said my room's fairly tidy. It isn't. Come on. So I'm in my, no, that's what I'm looking for. What are these called? Bluebell Woods bits and pieces, which I've just about finished. I was just thinking a tree or a tree stump might be nice on this with a birdie on it, because, you know, Edith and nature and all that. Does it go that way up? Yeah, it goes that way. Leaves tend to grow upwards. Oh, look, there's a lovely fussy cut tree. Too big. That one's not cut out, so I'm definitely not using that one. Oh, there's a nice big one. There's a smaller tree as well. No, I can't have both. Which do we like? No. I like that big tree stump. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, it'll be nice with a birdie on, won't he? Down here? Yeah. So, can we find the right bird? Oh, you look like a bird of prey. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can you see it? I'm not sure what it is. It's rather lovely. Yes, and then a nice label at the top. Right, move those to the side. Have I moved you out too far? Yeah, like a darker label. And as you know, I have no shortage of labels. Just one of these ones. So these were a freebie, I believe. Yeah, these were a freebie of Tanya's at Daddy Treasure. And I printed them on that coloured paper. And that says Evergreen Tree. So that, it needs something behind it to make it stand out, but that is the perfect one. Who'd have known? So yeah, you can make loads and loads of the bases, and then you can just sit and have hours of fun putting pretty things on them. What will I put behind that then? Where was that lovely blue paper that I had that I liked? It's just disappeared into the ether, into the mess on my desk. With some nice green there. Let's put it on there and tear around it and see if I like it. If I don't, all I'll have to do is cut round it again, and it'll just be a thicker tag than I started with. Label. Oh, that was a very funny. Let's take that off. That's better. I prefer having it too small than too big. Yeah, I think that's all right on there. Yes, I like it. So let's. So like I say, I wouldn't necessarily make the the page edges up entirely. I will do a few for stash and just stitch on them. So yeah, quite a lot of these will have stitching down, which will make a huge difference to how they look. Not all of them, because I don't want stitching on every single thing, but I think the ones that are not got the central points on, I'll definitely do some fancy stitching. Can you sit upright? We don't want you falling backwards. Where's my cloth? Oh, good question. There it is. I mean, even these ones can have, you know, I could take it and do a little stitching down there or something. I don't know, I'll decide. But I do them when I've got a lot. I stitch when I've got a lot, because it's not worth, you know, getting the machine up and messed about with just for one thing at a time, just because. Where were those lovely? Let's try some green on that. Yeah, it's on my kitchen table now, and I have to get an extension lead out to plug it in, and it's just the more comfier place to sit with it. I found I wasn't using it here at all in my craft room. Don't want a piece of bling on that. Let's have a look. Nothing too. So that's like a silver flat back pearl. Yeah, I don't think I want blingy, but I think that. Oh look, there's a lovely little flower in there. Homemade flower. And I've just seen the washi, so washi would be nice as well on these. Stickers are fabulous for making page edge decorations, because you can just use book page papers, you know, as opposed to either digitals or your craft papers. Yep, that's nice on there. It's not too blingy. Yeah, so stickers are a good one. Any fussy cuts though, to be fair. I know you went through and you nearly stuck, but I want more if you stuck than that. Do it down a bit so I can see the lovely corner poking out there, which is something that I quite like. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to ink that. Couldn't decide if I was going to ink it or not, but there's quite a lot of inking going on around. Whichever way I put that, it feels like it's upside down, so. And yeah, this is vellum, so I don't want anything behind it because I want it to seem see-through like a lot of butterflies' wings are. Just on there. Just taking off from there. I'm thinking that's, I don't know, a bit too uniform across the top for some reason. That's better. I prefer that. Yeah, much prefer that. I also feel like, and I want something in this very corner. Feels a little bit bare. Oh, please stand up. I know there's a lot going on, but I mean, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? I wonder if there's a tiny butterfly that would. These are the vellum ones that I printed on vellum and cut out. I did have some tiny ones, but would two be too many? I mean, it's very much a fairy journal page, this, isn't it? I mean, I'd like a smaller one, but I don't think I've got one. One there that's not cut out, but no, it's not tiny. No. Let's just have a quick look if there's a tinier one, because now I've said it. Don't suppose it has to be vellum. Can you see? I was thinking that shouldn't be in there, but it should. You think they'd be at the bottom if I had a tiny, teeny one? There's a tiny one, but it wants cutting out. Oh, hang on, we might have one here. Let's see what we think to that. Oh, that's better, isn't it? It just needed a bit of something there. Yeah, I think that's it. Probably needs a little bit more shaping. Needs to go in there a little bit. Divide its wings, that's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. That's definitely more butterfly shape looking. Okay, that's made me happy. Stamps would be a really good thing to put on these, wouldn't they? Now, I've also got some stamps. Have I done those two? Yeah, those two are done. I've got some stamps in that woodland kit that I've just. And of course, I really like words. I've got some words here. Meditate, quite like that. Cut the white off it. Yeah, I've got some stamps, faux stamps they are, in the, but they're really pretty beautiful ones. In that Bluebell Woods kit. So we'll maybe put some of those on one. We'll have a look in a minute. And that wants to be on a bit of what? What do you want to be on a bit of? That would be nice, but it's so hard to stick down. It's like plastic. Well, it's not like plastic, it is plastic. It looks beautiful, but it's tough stuff. You're tough, aren't you? Let me put it on with some blue tack. Blue tack? No, that wouldn't stay on. Fabric tack. And see if I can get it to stay while I stick the rest on. Will you stay? pretty quick actually. I'm thinking that wants to be on something too. Let's try on there then. It's quite a thick piece of card, this, is it? It's not Edith, is it? No, it's printed. No, it's not printed, it's coffee dyed. Let's get that little ruler out. Seeing as I've not got room on my desk for the big one. That's it, it's just giving it a bit of something. Yeah, it'll hold that plastic. Oh, stuck on it. That's how much Fabri-Tac there was coming through. Get my cloth, otherwise my fingers will be gunked up. Yeah, I was going to say we'll leave it to dry while, but that seems to have got it while we do this piece. Yeah, I am gunked up. Never mind would be, I am. Oh my, look how time has flown. So I'll get this done one with a stamp, and then I think that will be it. But you get the idea. It will just be more of the same here, as regards just grabbing things and sticking them down. Yep, so it doesn't matter if things go over the end. The only issue would be when they're being stored. Because it's a page decoration, you know, the whole thing will be stuck down. It's not like the belly band or the I've put too much glue on its wing where it's not set. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping now. And I think what I will do on that one is put some of my stipples, like glitter glue, if you like. I've got some very fine shimmery, because everything's very pretty, and it's quite a dullish brown, but I don't want to overdo him too much. But yeah, just a few little sparkles here and there. Maybe the copper one, just a touch of copper here and there. And it will lift that a lot. Oops, just like I did then. Right, gosh, yes, I'm going to be here a while sorting this desk. Well, the ones I've done. No, these are the ones waiting to be done. They're the ones that are done. Just want one to pop some stamps on. That one's going that way, so yeah, let's use this green one because it's got the beautiful lace behind it, so it probably only wants a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can find the stamps in the kit. To the last place I look. They're in there. I don't think they're in that bit. I might be wrong. No, they're not. I didn't think they were. What did I do with the stamps? Oh, how annoying. Oh, there they are. They were there. Okay, so we've got green. That one's nice straight away. So it's like a little blue flower. Republic of France. Right, shall we go with 3 and make a little... Well, that also is a lovely greeny blue one. So probably want something plainer in the middle, don't we? Are we going with 3? Or shall we have a word? So have that one straight, that one slanty, and then a little tiny word, which means I've got to move my phone. Oh, there are a few words hidden on my desk, but I'm never going to find them, am I? Stem, things to remember. Whiteness. Thank you. Farming. Art. Right, those are all ones waiting to be cut out, to be honest, aren't they? I just want a small one. Kindness. Yeah, you said small. That is small. I don't know that I want it that small. Oh. Do I like that? No. It'd be nice on one of these though, but Discover. It's on too big a piece, but I think this one would be nice. edge is a bit uneven. Did I put the rubbish back in there then? I bet I did, some of it. Yep, like that. Okay, let's get that stuck on. Right, the bin's this side, Denise. Yeah, I'm not going to ink around those stamps. I've cut them out quite well and it's not unnecessarily grungy. Love that one up there. And this one just kind of weights the whole piece, if you see what I mean. Grounds it, weights it. And of course, if it's your thing, put some bling on there. Some stitching like I've already mentioned. Right, I want that bit higher up, I think. No, I've got a bit of glue there now, but I wanted to see all that lusciousness at the bottom. Yep, and we'll go fairly straight with that, I think. So lovely. Pleased with how many I got done in, what was it, 40 minutes or so. Now I know I prepped some but it was literally just tearing strips and sticking them on top of each other. How many have I got ready? I do 3. Where's the ones I did in advance to show you? These are just all strips. Have I lost them? They're there. So I've got that one. Oh yes, that little, we didn't do a little tiddler, did we? And that one. And then these are all ready to go. So I've still got, wait bird, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which literally just want things sticking on them. Well, 7, and one of them's a belly band. Yep, I just grab some of these things and stick them on, and we have got made. Everything is literally falling on me. Right, there's 3 that I did to start with. Can't really count those, can I? But how many have I got? I've got 3. I've made 4 with you. 1, 2, 3. Move that little one down here. 4. Can you see them? Yeah, well, you can see all the mess again now, can't you? Okay, thank you so much for spending some time with me doing that. You will see some of these and some of the others that I've got prepped when I start filling the fairy journal, which yeah, should be tomorrow, and the flip through of the Bluebell Woods, if not today, will be up tomorrow, and it'll be in Etsy tomorrow. Okay, hope you have a lovely afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.